Hello wonderful people, Connor Whitmore here again with another video for you on the Nawtystep channel, and today I'm going to be doing a live review of the new track from Barely Alive, Killer Robots. First standalone single of 2021 for one of the greatest duos to ever do it. Had the Vulture collab and the second volume of Head to Head with Virtual Riot, their kind of EP series they've got going on there. But this is them on their own, you know, taking centre stage, announcing themselves in 2021. And yeah, just wonder what we're going to get from them here exactly. Could be anything by this point. They've dabbled in many a genre and yeah, never quite know what we're going to get from them. So yeah, excited to get into it and hearing it here for the first time. Going to be playing it a couple of times and providing comment along the way. You know how we do by now. Well, let's go.
What we want to do is bring personal computing to tens of millions of people.
The new thrust in robot design is more in the mold of Darth Vader. Manufacturers now...
Classic, vintage Barely Alive right here, like... Oh. It's Barely Alive in full flow. I mean, by no means the most inventive or crazy or out there that you're going to hear them, but it's just a very, very good dose of their sound. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, I mean, just gonna say it again, pretty much there, Barely Alive in full flow. You know, once more, like I said earlier, not necessarily the most out there, outlandish, crazy inventive tune from them that you're ever gonna hear, but it's just got their staple sound, delivery, aesthetic, production fantastic, that really grungy and electronic devilish sound just kind of lurking beneath, musicality fantastic, vocal samples really on point. The contrast for me in particular between the more high-reaching dubstep that we got and the more like lower-reaching dubstep that we got. I mean, I'm trying to think of a better way to put it, but yeah, there was stuff that was quite just scaling quite high, and then stuff that was very earthy, again, grungy, devilish, down-to-earth. Yeah, that was very good. I mean, it's just kind of, it's showing the full range and the full spectrum of Barely Alive dubstep, and again, just got that computerized feeling to it. The vocal samples introducing that in a very effective way at the beginning. And yeah, we've got the whole human versus robot theme laced throughout it as well. It's just got a lot going for it, basically. You know, loads of different thoughts here. Their sound, once again, just packaged and delivered in such an effective way. I mean, these guys, it's just so rare that they miss, you know, if ever. What I'm going to try and do right now is just, you know, hear it again and try and spot the individual moments and not get lost in the reaction of it and whatnot. So yeah, I'm excited for that, just to kind of spot which bits stand out and what are the kind of focal moments of the tune, because I have to admit, can't quite remember all of it, you know, the little individual moments beyond it being just another very solid Barely Alive tune. Killer Robots, Barely Alive, let's give it another listen, shall we? Fantastic introduction, all this kind of stuff, the musicality, the gloomy feel of it. Oh, classic. Just so fat, man, like, what the fuck? This was the one point, actually, I think, where I was like, maybe just a little bit more could be going on, just a few more gaps being filled, if you get me. That is just perfect musicality. The synth just matches it so well. A legend of a duo, showing themselves to be, again, and always, one of the best to ever do it. Absolutely. Beautiful. Beautiful, barely alive, just doing their thing. What more is there to say? Oh yeah, and the breakdown as well. Oh man, so good, I swear. Goated, goated. The beautiful introduction with the vocal sample and the twinkly, gloomy kind of, almost I want to say Ghostbustery kind of opening there with the synths and whatnot. Very good, just all working. A very good introduction for setting the tone. Then the builds are very good as well, and the main vocal sample, "Come on everybody, let's all get down." Yeah, I think that's very, very good, very effective, and well fitted for the tune overall. The heaviness, fat and large, grungy, and a good mix of synths in there as well, as a kind of contrast going on there. Again, between the brighter stuff and the more earthy stuff. A couple of moments in that first drop again where I think a little bit more could have been going on, a few more gaps filled, but it does kind of make up for that, I think, in quite an emphatic way with those big hits of bass that we get in the second half of that first drop. And then again, just big hits of bass in that second drop and the breakdown that we get as that one goes along. Just a perfect way of unleashing that heaviness in a new way, in a new light. So yeah, I mean, all in all, this tune, it's very effective for what it's going for. You know, I've said it before, said it already, not the most outlandish, not the most crazy inventive that we've had from them, but a very, very solid tune from them. And you know, they said in the wake of putting this tune out, they were like, you know, this is just the beginning for this year from them, and they've got a lot to come out. So, you know, if we're talking about this just being a kind of segue or a gateway into more adventurous stuff from them this year, then yeah, my word, we are in for an absolute treat from Barely Alive, if I'm being honest. You know, their bar is always set so high, then yeah, we're in for a fucking treat, all of us. But for now, for the time being, Killer Robots, fantastic tune for what it's going for, got pretty much everything, and can't really fault it that much, if I'm being honest. Yeah, top stuff from the duo yet again. But yeah, there we have it, my live review of Killer Robots by Barely Alive. Hope you enjoyed the video. Instant thoughts, reaction from your boy, all of that, and yeah, now I want to pass it off to you guys, as per, you know, what you're making of Killer Robots. Does it constitute as one of the most impressive and just emphatic, impactful Barely Alive tunes of recent years, or yeah, are you maybe not quite as enthused and enthralled by it as I am, and you maybe just find it a bit ordinary? But yeah, let me know with all of your thoughts, your comments down below in the comments section, and beyond that, subscribe and hit the bell along the way if you haven't already, and all the necessary links are down below in the description. But yeah, again, thank you very much for watching, hope you enjoyed the video, and see all of you legends in the next one. Peace!